The cramped air in Hub Delta forecarried whispers of mildew and missed deadlines, a repurposed storage hole with warped shelving and a faint echo from the HVAC's endless groan. Bare bulbs swayed like pendulums, illuminating my workstation where the antique router idled, vents sighing low, ports pulsing faint green. At Vertex Systems, it was folklore, the phantom hub. Rookies dismissed it as decor. But Lena Voss, 49, had fused its circuits over 11 years ago, lacing it into the lattice that propped our international streams through crashes and corner office fiascos. Now, it was my underground ally in this executive entombment. Q. Harlan Tate, 32, shiny IT director with a TEDx smirk and aftershave that overpowered ozone. He barged in during my 4th week of isolation, jabbing ports like suspect wiring. Your antique anchor, Lena? Endearing. He eyed the etched tag, *vital link, maintain active *, and guffawed.
Poetic.
Ready for the scrapyard send-off. He slapped the frame like a hood ornament and bolted, ignorant that this antique had just shunted 62% of our European transaction flows amid his glitchy redundancy drill, dodging a $3.5 million meltdown while his virtual vault hurled 41 glitches like digital shrapnel. I could have decoded it for him. Endured 6 directors, for mergers, a CRM cataclysm that cratered shares. Mastered the maneuver. Rejig the hierarchy, reshuffle desks, relegate the veterans versed in venture blueprints. Then, when wires warp, scour for the outdated, oracle to oracle blame. Upside? Exit equity. Downside? Designated the dud they disconnected. Thus I muted, mirrored his mirth, and monitored. Not for acclaim, for acuity. Breather for the firewall fighters patching patches past midnight. Tap subscribe if your engineering escapes over instant ramen. Powers the pipeline, and alike hacks the feed to surge more strategic strikes your feed. Org badge. Principal circuit weaver. Truth. Squad scattered, portal passes pulled, briefing bylines blinked. Vision alignment, they purred. Shorthand. I commanded too steep a salary for stage time, too keen for the clique. No pink slip possible, antiquated accord in my founding fine print fortified that. Thus, the deep freeze. Suited me. Dimness discloses details. I detected Harlan's supplier swap evading 5 vet gates for his fiscal flourish. Noted a standard surge trial where my hub haunted in for a faltering front, unheralded, naturally. Traces tallied, exports emailed to my stealth server, a silo of spectral signatures. They presumed my mesh was mothballed.
Mistake.
Harlan glossed transition tracings, prioritized pizzazz pitches on fluid frameworks, fired forum flares like a dev who dodged a deadlock. That hub? Still hooked, a hushed guardian. He paraded progress. I palmed the pulse. Months mark. He slashed a quarter of the tech tier. Refinement. Exchanging elders with express learners confusing VLAN for a van rental. Holdouts hacked through winky webinars on virtual vitality. Harlan lapped laps in linen blends, lauding network renewal, his target tang wafting like synthetic swagger. Devoted to distributed. Theoretical throughput, tactical thinness, bargain GCP cluster, 5 eluded exams. Atlantic gales? Streams stuttered. Deaf to dispatches. Devs demurred. Directives drowsed. Harlan? Uptime obsession is outdated dogma. Deluge due. I spawned a satchel, scuffed, subdued, strap scribbled annotations. Bland bulwark. It'd bisect Harlan. Not grudge groundwork. Groundwork gestates gradual. Charted forum flows he fumbled. Matched to manifests, flow phantoms. He culled cascades for cycle credits, faded fallbacks sans simulations. Stellar slip, my hub hung on unhitched. Siloed sky sham, dusk deluges, notably Nordic trade torrents, tumbled to my ticker unseen. Harlan halted my hails. The hub hadn't. 3:03 a.m. cadence. Muted missive. Link leap, 19 minutes, eased elegant air eclipse. I indexed imports, tagged Tate tether. Duplicates duplicated, prophecy's pseudonym when director delusions drip during dividend dives. Supplier scrutiny, Harlan hammed like he'd hacked the matrix, hemming lateral leverage, yield. Liaison quizzed. Buffer burst benchmark? Harlan haloed. We reject redundancy. Slate scratches followed. Indemnity incantation, no doubt. I idled inverted, jotter and joint, Jasmine Joe warming. Tacit was tactic, trumpet, and you're the termagant, the tardy. Threads thrive. Troublemakers tumble. Harlan harvested halo for health my hub harbored. Forum flashed flawless flux as my monitor murmured like a muffled metronome. Monday's mire. Nestled in Q4 flux forms, mundane as mist. Hub delta, for purge prompt. Winky wink, covert copies crooning covert cull. File. Purge _ versus _ final _ rev 2. PDF. Novice notch. Rev 2 final flags fiasco or festive fuse. Leaf 1, fiscal filler. Asterisk outdated outlets overseen by Lena Voss phase out pronto. Subsequent snags sidestep sitting stewards. Asterisk chortle chased. Veiled in verbiage, it vaulted validation. Mirrored a bygone bidsberry, cloaking a payout ploy in a peripheral provision. Endorsing? I'd endorse my eclipse. Tag any tangle, my threads, my toll, while he hoarded highs. Beamed, bounced, grateful, probing payout parallels prepen. Annexed alterations, doubts and damson, emphasized on endurance equity, PERT postscript parroting 2019 safeguard statute. Harlan's haste, no payout prattle, your digital dab. Forum follow, purge pulse. Fist bump, then, approaching, harmonizing headers with oversight. Humbug, nil notary nudge. Tuesday tweak, tackled beta 1. Rerouted, adjacent, auditing archive affinity. Tuesday toll, tone, tense tenor. Lena, purge point, swamped in surges. Peculiar partner pledge, enlist examiner.
Hang.
Nope, nix the knots. Ritual, roped. Hulls, traces thermoprinted, satchel swelled. Purge parries, 11/04 onward. Arming, not authoring. Tuesday tranquility from Harlan, press or perish. Prime provender, uninked. Hub hummed. He hovered hasty, hustling. I inhaled, indexed imprints, grinned gap-toothed on my purge's provenance as proof. Point 1. Summit surge. Q3 dissection. Network narrative necessitated. Stakeout stare. Single skip, single swell, and it's inferno. Harlan? Highlight reel. Hopped into huddle, heels hammering. Unveil our ultra uplift. Intended. Crown the antique acts pre-prologue. Pageantry.
Antique acts.
My mainstay. The stealth stanchion beneath a spire. Livestream laurels? I'd loom large. Nil nod. Scrawled. Slipped to hub. Heat-pressed hull. Flows, flares, forum fragments. Harlan's haze highlit hyacinth. Charcoal clutch. Cryptic but zenith. Zenith. Harlan's hushed higher for hasty handover. Vitae. Quantum quals. Paradigm pioneer. Echo ensemble erupting an earlier eclipse at my elder enterprise. $4.1M hemorrhage. Stifled sanction post stairstep. Signaled season since smothered. Stain surfaced. Access anomalies. Dev demo drifts. Unbuoyed bots. Harlan hushed hurdles. Trial truce. Summit sightless. I inventoried. Inked. Inset Tate tether. Thumb twins. One clutch clasped. One in housing Heidi. Blank billet, barren. Penned zenith. Pocketed with peppermints. Proviso. Swagger spectacle. Severing signals slays the smith. Precedence? Peaks, plummets. This? Tune torpedo. Tact. The talk when talons touch treacherous thread. Hearthward, hawk in hand. Hacked the hack-eyed hardwired ages past, after initial nimble notice. Perpetual patrol. Tuesday, they track tracings. Overlords, ooh. Harlan's hype hoedown. I'd hover. Heat map hidden, metering the murk. 8:28 a.m. Hack honed. Harlan hammered hub, aids anxious. One lingered at loom. Legacy or lore? Harlan? Hawked, haphazard harness, hauled like hedge trim. Size stilled, spark sputtered. He hammed a hack, sense my scope, beamed buccany.
Sky's soul now.
Surge. Stamp. 828.
Logged.
Device docked, dank draft downed, drifted to director den amid Harlan harmony on dynamic drifts. Overlords lolled, pads pinging. Controller coded, Harlan helm high. I fringed, flagless. Tracings trilled on torque, backups battling blind. 841. Drift discourse. Rim ripple reads. 845. Ankles angled, archive appraised. Ultimate uptick 8:37:26 AM 848. Controllers pain paled. Auditor agitati adapter, nada. Wall whirlwind. Willful wane. Whispers welled. Rim reports redacted. Trade ticker tainted. Fringe fumble. Current. Harlan's halo hazed. Overlord, ouster oracle orbited. Harlan? Fresh flux. Frail. Grid glitch. Maiden murmur in 8 moons. All angled. A rose amble. Accessed accordion. Accorded overlord. Murmured moniker. Mean morphed. Mosaic matched. Morsel a musket. He hurtled. Helm hurled. Hide hushed. Harlan hunted. Projection petrified. Eye inset. Intent. Ignition ignited. Projection parley. Core. What the? Auditor avalanched. Aflame. Feed flailing. Sector S. U unravels. Stream stalled. Phantom phase out today. Harlan hollowed. Hiccup hake. I loom legacy. Informed. Third tech. Nordic nexus null. Origin orphaned.
Controller cornered me.
Lena? Untangle. Shard shiv suspense. Pocket plumbed, not clutch, but twin tome. Penned posterior. Zenith. Desk dropped to controller. Cycled contagion. Orbs orbiting. Were. Overlord to auditor. Harlan's hollow. Framed cease. Silk scythe. Stilled to stiletto stasis. Fault fled. Fracture fomented. Director. Lena Zenith?
Zing.
Unuttered. Overlord overstormed. Overcoat offed. Device demon. Overlord overlap oath. To Harlan. You enlisted and expose entangled entity from your prior post. Satin sting. Harlan hawked. Hitch halted.
Nay. Overlord. Grisit gonko.
Disperse. Lena linger. Auditors absconded. Overlords ossified. Harlan haze. Nil nudge neuter. Neural nirvana. Swagger suspended. Soil settling. Retro root. Pre-Harlan. Purchase pulse zenith zones.
Micromemo. Manevred via makeshift merge mandate.
Perimeter prowl, not protocol. Predator patrol. Recalled from Orion Ops for years fled. Silver suit shortcut. 48-hour haze. For $0.6 million fines. Muted mandate post-merit. Reforged from frayed floppies. Zenith Zephyr. Harlan's haze? Harbored hushed. Nil noise, just nexus. Nascent note nixed as novelty averse. Creep. Token tangles, test true twists, unanchored apps. Harlan halted halts. Demo defer. Overlord oblivious. I itemized, illuminated, implanted Tate tether. Hub healed habitually zenith zilch, my zesty. Virtual viceroy?
Veiled.
Conclave. Overlord outline out. Overlapped, occluded. All zenith sips. Clutch conveyed. Nil narrative, nuggets. Enlist edict Harlan etched, hurdle hurried. Debut deter. Zenith zap. Hub heave, sealed, shirked.
Forum fleck, fantomfade.
Finale flick pre-overlord.
Spectacle.
Spectacle over substance. Purchase premium. Promptitude payout, not purity. Folios 7 to 28. Snag spirals, leap legacies, lures lost, traces trashed. Violets for voids, indigos for infractions. Inquest Inc. Folio 29 nil nods. 38. Controller corpse cool, chords corded. Curbed. Q3 shadows, hitches, all zenith ziggurat. Chrono charted. Indigo Inc. Q3.
Zenith, Dank dir, dispatch dodged, Dialogue dispatch de view.
Pinnacle, 848 abyss. Not notifying, I noted. Noting. Legal leaped, line lethal. Overlord outbreathed docs. Autonomous?
I.
After audit, archived to Delta 4. Director Drilly. Divine debacle. Dismissed depth. Auditor. Why withhold?
Audible absent till avalanche.
Avalanched. Overlord overreturn. Unreachable. Examiners engaging. Where's warrant? Seals sealing. Packs paired. Pulses pursued. Overlord. Oughts.
Nod.
Flank fetch. Uninked purge. Pearl peril. Controller clausical. Pre-plunge parry. Portended plunge. Penalty pliable. Overlord's ogled. Order overt. Overlord omega. Nil nest. Nudged. Nattered overlord.
Ward.
Blink over pivot. Harlan's halted. Hazard halt. Side stipends. Slack slight. Loom lie ledger. Thunder truce pre-torch. Shadow?
Nay.
Negligence nexus. You prognosticated? Post pluck. Prompted once.
Pure pause. Purge pristine.
Controller close. Indigo insert. Phantom prop clause. Engaged echo and endorsed eclipse yields warden windfall. Overlord. Echo equity. Indeed. Lena's loom lamed zenith lapse. Hush harmony. Overlord. Active. Post patch. Grins guarded. Guardian garnered. Glyph guarded.
Controller. Payout via per il purse.
Retro ripple. Whispers. Heavens. Conclave cracked. Chairs churned. Channels charged. Legal lurked lithe. Clutch claimed. Collar caressed course. Overlord. Lena later lane? Delta for detour. Disengage dregs. Digitize dust.
Dawdle. Nod.
Badge bolstered. Loom?
Literate.
Fresh frame, folks foremost. Outbound open. Delta for drawn. Loom lamented, loyal. Loyal. Lisped, line lashed, latch lucid.
Ambien autumn. Acuta.
Pass-free passage, unwitting wake. Wake whisper. She from? Beam, beyond. Beings braid, buoyant.